find properties that you want to invest in, whether it's to buy and hold or fix and flip?
Well, the market has changed so much, especially Phoenix being ground zero for, cash offers and wholesalers and Zillow and OfferPad and Open Door and all those convenience, right?
Right.
So when we started doing it at Valentine Group, when we started handcrafting real estate solutions, we wanted to start solving problems. Mm-hmm. And what most people in the industry, that's where the cash stuff came from. It's how do I solve the consumer's problem and what is it? And so we kind of look at, the equation. Real estate is an equation. It has a ton of different variables.
Absolutely.
The consumer, what their timing is, what they're trying to accomplish, what the condition of the property is, and then you can go through the real estate transaction and throw all those variables in that screw everything up.
So what you're saying is you find somebody who has a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the solutions come in.
Right.
The problem is they need to get out from under their home for one reason or another, right?
Right.
So you come in and you talk to them about their options.
Yep.
And those options could be?
I can, there's always a cash option, which, one of the things that we do that's a lot different than what everybody else does is that we can take that and go and represent them on their next transaction. So we can bundle it up and really help them go from point A to point B. But a lot of people, when you sell your house to, I call it the zoo, Zillow, OfferPad, Open Door, there's no lease back option. There's no creativity when it comes down to it.
Well,
it's all boxed.
It's all boxed.
How many of those people, had they been given the advice or at least the option, what if you kept your house?
Yeah.
What if you would have kept it as a long-term rental or an investment because the rental market is so good? And are you prepared to keep it? There's a lot of people I talk out of it because they're not prepared in mindset or finances or savings. It would just make it too tight. So it's coming in and again, handcrafting based on somebody's long-term, short-term goals. And once you know all those things, then I kind of do the crazy and move things around and figure out what the best solution is for them.
How do you know when you end up with that property, if it's not going to be somebody that's staying in it long-term for you as a tenant, do you flip it? What makes you decide? We always look at things and determine which direction do we go with it. Is it something that we want to keep for rental or do we want to flip it? Well, what helps you? I know we talked about your spreadsheet. Right. So is that really the Bible that you use? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So tell the audience a little bit of what was found on your spreadsheet. What are the thoughts behind that spreadsheet? So the thoughts are is you kind of reverse. What most people fail to do when they're doing flips is they just see a spread. So you're like, oh, if I could buy this for $200,000 and it's worth $300,000, there's a $100,000 spread there. There really isn't, especially if you're using hard money and you have cost of sale, so you're paying real estate agents, you're paying closing costs, all those things, and then you get into the cost of renovation and the bumps. You might net 10 to 15 grand at the end of the day. But isn't that a good net? That's the thing. It's a great net. I think it's a great net because I've been doing this a long time, and unfortunately I come across a lot of people who think they have to make 50 in order to make it worth it to them. It's also a great risk though. Yeah. Flipping is gambling unless you have systems in place. And some people might make more because they're doing one at a time and they're doing a lot of the work themselves. And that's all great if you're trying to produce a little bit more income and you have that time.